Hello there, this is Lynn Allen and welcome to another AutoCAD tip courtesy of Cadalyst magazine, and Happy New Year. Thanks for joining me. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a tip that some of you are going to know this, especially those of you who've used AutoCAD for a long time. But I find when I do my tips and tricks presentations that a lot of people really don't know about this. It has to do with the erase command, and it has to do with a command, believe it or not, called oops. And oops really isn't even on the menu anymore. So let me tell you what oops does, because it's an awesome command. So let's say I come into the erase command and I erase this line right here, right? Okay, and then let's say I go off and I draw some other things. I'm just gonna make some stuff up here, draw a few circles. And then maybe I draw a dimension from here to here, or whatever the situation is, blah, blah, blah. And then I say, oh, you know, I really want that line back. So I could draw it again. I could do the undo command, U, until I got it back, but then I would lose all the work that I just did. Or I could use this really nifty, cool command called oops. So what oops does is it brings back the last thing that you erased. It could be a whole bunch of things that you erased, but whatever happened the last time you were in the erase command. So oops doesn't undo the work in the meantime, in between. It just brings back the last object or objects that you deleted. Awesome! Oops, you should try it. It actually comes in handy. So that's too short of a tip. So I felt the need to add one more thing in here. So I'm actually going to undo back a little bit. Let's go back till we get to the very beginning. We got our line done. I'm going to show you something else. There is an actual undo command, not spelled like that, U-N-D-O command, and there's an option in there called mark. This option comes in handy if you're going to go off and try something you're not really sure if you want to keep it or not. You want to be able to just quickly undo back to when you first started your little experiment. So I just added a mark in my drawing. So let me show you how this mark works. I'm going to draw some objects just like I did before. Let's draw some circles. Okay, and then let's say I'm going to erase this couple object, erase that, and erase that. Draw a line, who knows, blah, 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 blah. And then I kind of decide, you know, actually my experiment didn't go the way I wanted to. I just want to undo all that. So now if I go into the undo command and I say B for back, it will undo only unto the mark. It won't go past the mark. If you did another undo back at that point, it would actually undo to the very beginning of the drawing. Because if you don't know how the undo back option works, you'll see that now it says this will undo everything. Okay? So it would undo everything that you had done in that particular drawing session. You know, once again, fun ways to mess with your coworkers, right? So you can add a mark to your drawing at any point that you want, and then you can go off and try your experiment, and then do an undo back if you decide that you don't want to keep whatever happened in your little experiment. All right, so remember those two options: undo mark, undo back, and the oops command. All right, and I am going to see you back here in 2 more weeks. Once again, Happy New Year.